Hello everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Year Million and the episode was called Dude, Where's My Body? Yeah, I love these episode titles, they're so clever. But this one started to give me pause because it had a very GITS vibe to it as well as Borg. And in this particular episode, the wife decides to go through with uploading her consciousness onto the cloud, and that's the Metaverse 3.0. And then there's no body, it's just complete information, and the mind in and of itself, there are more neural endings in the mind than in any other facsimile of the body. And I thought, well, yeah, there's certain pros to that. However, they talked about Second Life, and then there was another MMORPG that they're bringing out, and they had the founder talk about that. I thought, yeah, that's interesting, but the whole idea of being part of a collective sounds way too much like the Borg, as aforementioned. It doesn't sit well with me, and I like community, don't get me wrong, we are social animals. However, the thought that some hacker somewhere could just willy-nilly hit a button and then you'd be gone, or your mind would be completely overtaken and you wouldn't be you. But then the ethical question is poised, what is humanity? And I thought, and my mind, my brain hurts. But I thought that is an excellent question. And then, of course, they posed the ever imposing, is this a simulation sort of scenario? And I don't, that whole, I don't want to think about that. I'd rather not believe that I'm somebody's avatar and they're having fun with me. Even if they are, I'm glad that you're amused by my antics, but it really makes you scratch your head and makes you squirm in your seat. And this episode had a ton of food for thought in it that just makes me incredibly cringy. It's just, I don't mind having a flesh and blood body. I know that we're energy, and I know that's the next step of human evolution. I just don't know if we should artificially extend ourselves ad infinitum. Once the computer's bleh, then, we go to paradise. I like to think we do. I like to think that there's more to what we can see here in what we think is reality, now that they've got me all paranoid about that. But it's a very fascinating question, even though it just gives you pause, and it's very troublesome, I think. It's just, like they said, a very sticky, philosophical and ethical kind of inquiry that needs to be asked. And what if we're already a part of the metaverse? God help us all. But yeah, even if we are, who cares? I mean, life is life, right? Yeah, so far as we know. Anyways, this was an episode that I really enjoyed, even though it made me extremely uncomfortable to watch it. I told my friend who's really into AI, you gotta watch the show. If it doesn't give you pause, then, I'm glad you're a futurist. I am a futurist too. However, I am to the point where I can only trust technology so far, and beyond that, I'd rather put more credence in the human being itself. And it's hard to determine. Energy we're all made of energy, and of course we would become pure, facsimiles of pure energy, so technically we would still be human, I think. It's a very challenging question that I do not know how to answer, because I'm still very unexperienced when it comes to what life really is in and of itself, even though I know what a living thing is. And I know what other living things are, as far as I can tell, but it's just a very heady question to tackle. And I am a scientist. I want to experience and understand as much as I possibly can. But this show is really messing with me. Just like Through the Wormhole did, and How the Universe is Made like to mess with me too. But really solid episode, and they're going to go beyond that, I think, in further episodes. I don't know how far they're going to go with it or where they're taking it, but it'll be interesting to see what it has beyond the metaverse. What could be beyond the metaverse? What even how I know it's all conjecture and I know it's all theory, but still they say that the futurists are saying, all the scientists, all the techies, everybody involved, they're all already saying that it is already in development. We have Second Life, we have things like The Sims, we've got another one coming into view, we've got virtual reality, we've got people involved in experiments where they get to go through an exchange, and it's a visualization thing, and they feel what their counterpart feels. They were enacted upon this dummy across the room, and they would have sensation. They would put a sensation to the dummy itself, and of course they could feel it because they had a mechanization that they would have on their bodies, and they would think, oh, well, this is my body now. This is my avatar. And yeah, it's just, I see more con than I do pro from Metaverse, because I don't, what if it's like the comedian said, if it's anything like social media, we are in for a bumpy ride, folks. And I like social media as much as the next person, but there are some real crazy people out there. And, you give some people freedom, anarchy. In that case, it's just like Westworld. That is so apropos, just thinking about Westworld, and the people would go and they could do whatever the heck they wanted, quite literally. And it just makes you think, oh, I don't know if I want that much freedom, that escapism, that everybody's looking for that. I mean, they can't take their lives here. They don't like reality, quote unquote. But it's just, I don't know. It's very unsettling and very grim, I think. I like to be an optimist, but Michio Kaku, he really had a lot of interesting pinpoints on that particular set of ideas concerning the body and the soul, and just, and then the other part of it was holograms, and I thought, oh, so my ancestors could actually speak to a sort of, conglomerate of me. Well, it's my data, but they could talk to. It's sort of, if you've seen the movie AI, I was thinking it's gonna be like AI. Oh my gosh, should I be concerned? I'm getting scared now, but that movie and Bicentennial Man are probably my favorite sci-fi films concerning artificial intelligence and the capacity. And, well, Bicentennial Man is a more rosy picture, I think, and Asimov, God bless Asimov, but Asimov poses a lot of problems with the robotics law, of course, and you think, you get a little bit scared, but anyway, he warned us, and of course, Andy Warhol warned us, Orwell warned us, so I'm listening. I don't know if anybody else is, but you just gotta be careful. Just don't sign anything that you don't read into. The license agreements, man, I'm gonna have a lawyer and I'm gonna say, I don't know legalese. Could you please translate this for me? Yeah, this means that you're not going to have any control over what you do. The corporate is going to own you now. Oh, please, no. I don't want the corporate owning me. I want to own myself. Well, good luck. Because once everything else is gone, you're going to be alone by yourself, and everybody else is going to be immortal. I'm like, I don't care. At that point in time, no, it's not going to even matter, but it's just, wow, that was rather depressing. And, rather macabre, but anyway, it was a really good episode, and I'm looking forward to more in the future. The next one's coming out Thursday, so I will definitely review it when it comes out. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.